Hey, fifth grade historians. Today, we're going to look at the first of 3 lessons that you're going to do talking about the early English settlements. And our first English settlement we're going to talk about is Roanoke. So again, I'm just going to jump into present mode here so that I can go through the presentation and get all of the information without any of the distractions. So your goal is that you can identify the challenges that face the first English colonies. And your driving question is, what challenges face the first English colonies? This video right here is going to give you an overview about all 3 of these colonies, but you're going to look at each colony in depth in each of the separate lessons. So in this lesson, our focus is on Roanoke. So right here, previously you read about the 8 European explorers who came to the Americas. In these lessons, you will learn about 3 groups of English people who came to settle here, who came to settle there in the New World. They made the hard voyage across the Atlantic Ocean. Then they built small communities or settlements. They faced many challenges. Roanoke was the first English settlement. Roanoke is an island off the coast of North Carolina. No one knows what happened to the settlers there. Few signs of them remained when ships came to find them. That is why today Roanoke is called the Lost Colony. And clicking on this audio file right here, if you push play, it's going to give you a lot more information about Roanoke and what was experienced there. You're going to need to listen carefully to this audio file, because you are going to need that when you get to your activity. So all of the activities in these next 3 lessons about the first English settlements, they all have to do with the sensory figures. So each of the settlements is going to have a different sensory figure, like this person right here. And what you need to do is you need to say, when this person was living at the time of Roanoke and they were one of the first settlers, what were things that they heard? What were things that they felt or did with their hands? What are things that they watched or saw? What are things that they ate? What are things that they felt like on the inside as like feelings? And then you're pulling from the word bank down on the bottom, and you need to have one of those words. You need to have one of those words in each, one of those words in each of these boxes. So maybe it is, I watched Sir Walter Raleigh sail away. I ate food that came from the farmers that planted it. So you're going to get a lot of that background information from this audio file if you listen carefully, and there's obviously clues here in this text. And that is what you're going to use to do the sensory figure. Now, your next slide here is actually a preview of what's going to happen at the end of your 3rd lesson on the early English settlements. And at the end of that one, you're saying, in which settlement would you prefer to live, Roanoke, Jamestown, or Plymouth? And you're designing a real estate advertisement that encourages people to move to your settlement. Your advertisement should describe the geography, explain the opportunities, provide information about how nearby American Indians have reacted to their settlement, include pictures of life in the settlement, and be free from spelling and grammatical errors. So this is just a sample one that I made for Roanoke, so you have a visual to go from when you are thinking about how you're going to do your own. Now, as always, when it comes time to complete the activities, you're going to have to exit and go into edit mode in order to edit the slide and do your own work. The other page has additional videos, and in every one of the 3 lessons, these videos are all the same. So maybe you're going to watch the House of Burgesses when you talk about Jamestown, and get some more information there. Or maybe you want to watch it in advance so you know what the topics are going to be coming up. Again, this video is going to give you information about all 3 settlements, but in today's lesson, your focus is only on Roanoke. It's only on Roanoke. And that is why you're going to click here to type in your text box, your text for what this figure would have listened to in Roanoke, or with their hands, what are things that they did. And then as a quick reminder, yes, I did insert images for some of these features of why you would want to live in Roanoke. And to insert an image, I went insert image, and then I used search from the web, and then I typed in Roanoke, or I typed in island, or I typed in Croatoan, or I typed in malaria. I typed in other keywords that would help me to find images to be able to display this response, the geography and the climate. All right, and again, like I said, your goal over these next 3 lessons is that you can identify the challenges that face the first English colonies. So you're going to look at all of the colonies together, but to start, we're starting only with our focus on Roanoke. All right, work hard, be amazing.